with Matt Austin, Lisa Bell, Julie Broughton. Weather with Chief Meteorologist Tom Sorrells and Meteorologist Candace Campos. And sports with Ping. This is News 6 at 6. Getting results.
The best discoveries often happen by accident, and that is exactly how this next story comes to us. A viewer sent us an email saying they were lost looking for a cemetery in Zellwood.
Well, they found one, just not the one they expected. They also found this week's Getting Results Award winners who are helping get results for those who have passed on.
To hear the wind going through the trees, to hear the birds.
In a place where most stories end.
It's peaceful.
Very peaceful.
Our story.
Feel serenity.
Begin. This is the Tangerine Cemetery.
A lot of history.
Normally a hidden, quiet place. Unless the two Genes are here.
My name is Robert Eugene.
And mine just Eugene.
Eugene Mason and Gene Reynolds.
Plain old Eugene.
Have a lot in common.
This is the article that really
They're both veterans.
got me.
Both retired.
The Tangerine Cemetery is a small, unkept place.
And years ago, both returned home to find a problem here.
After seeing this and coming out really looking at the cemetery, I'm saying, wow, it really is bad. Gosh. We need to do something.
Something meant turning back the clock on years of neglect.
I see a need for what we're doing out here.
The two spent much of their free time cleaning, documenting, and trying to restore the cemetery that dates back to the 1800s. For these two, the mission is personal. Countless grave sites are unmarked.
When I saw that, I just flipped.
But discoveries happen all the time.
Her name was Ada Aaron. And she was my babysitter when I was growing up.
You see, they're not just taking care of a cemetery.
I probably know half of the people in here.
They're taking care of family.
Oh, man. But she was a dear lady. And when I found her grave, that was... Oh, man. She was... Ooh, powerful lady.
And all of this hard work will continue.
And we only just begun.
Just because of what she meant to me. This is going to be a really, I'm going to personally fix this area to look really nice.
Until one day, the two Genes finally rest in their final resting places.
Keep the place clean, get it looking good.
Somewhere
and
on these few acres.
Just have a nice looking cemetery.
So the two say they hope to start a 501c3 so they can raise money for ground-penetrating radar. They say any sites that are found will get a headstone and a cross marker and the honor it deserves.
What a remarkable story, and I know you and our producer did a fantastic job shooting that and putting that together. Yeah, and so much history, and I know that there are probably so many people out there who are watching this and would like to probably help these guys.
Yeah, and
fortunately
they do have a lot of help. There are quite a few volunteers who have helped them clear a lot of land, but you know, they want that place looking perfect.
Making a huge difference and getting a lot of results. Nicely done. Well, it is a school that is getting results for an Orlando community that continues to struggle. Last week, we told you about the grand opening of this new school in Paramore. It is called Academic Center for Excellence. Parents say the school is a small sign of hope for the area. And now that school is in full swing, we want to recognize a woman who is getting results for kids.
Yeah, she's the type of person who gets up with the sun to walk someone else's kids to that new school. She cares about making her community a much better place. That's why Vinnie Kennedy is this week's Getting Results Award winner.
There's always that stigmatization of negativeness about Paramore. I welcome the peace about Paramore.
In the quiet pre-dawn hours, Orlando begins to stir.
Good morning.
And Vinnie Kennedy.
How you guys doing this morning?
Gets to work.
We're walking together.
Escorting Paramore's youngest residents.
We're going to ACE, to our new community school.
Along one of the neighborhood's
excuse me, good morning.
Busiest streets.
Good morning. That was a very long life.
You could call her the neighborhood ambassador.
Hey, baby.
Where some see problems.
Good morning.
She sees potential.
I wish I could take you guys to school.
She calls the morning ritual the walking school bus.
And we want them to feel comfortable and safe, so we are walking with them.
And it's just one of many ways
How you doing? All right, how you doing?
she's bringing the community together.
Good evening. Thank you.
Kennedy is president of the Carter Street Neighborhood Association. She started it 2 years ago, mostly because no one else would.
You see this? This is our first neighborhood watch sign.
But out on the streets
It means just what it says, warning,
is where she really shines.
because we are calling.
Calling, cleaning,
It used to be so terrible around here.
and getting results.
And this goes in the recycle.
I wrote to you because I saw what the Getting Results Award was all about,
I'm gonna bring my cutter so we can get that palm tree.
and she fit that description to a T. The leadership that she shows,
She gets up cold, drink a lot of water.
people gravitate towards that. She is everyone's best friend. You meet her and you feel good being around her.
Kennedy admits change will take time.
We have people riding through, purchasing drugs. You know, we have our problems.
But for now,
And I enjoy the peace.
the sound of success
Listen,
is measured in decibels.
you hear that? Peace. And it's in Paramore.
She's amazing, right? So the city tells us those association meetings regularly have some of the highest turnouts. So if you know someone like Miss Vinny, we want to hear about them too. Go to clickorlando.com/gettingresults. That's where you'll find the nomination form. Let me tell you, during an eclipse, that woman is a ray of sunshine. She is just one of those people, you meet her, your day is better.
If we could all be a little bit more like Miss Vinny, this world would be a better place.
It would be an amazing place, that's for sure.
Every night, countless families here in Central Florida curl up in their cars, sleeping in parking lots or along busy streets. Many have fallen on hard times, and their car has become their home.
But one group of volunteers is getting results in a very unique way. They're restoring older travel trailers and using them as temporary housing, giving families a chance to get back on their feet.
We try to help as many people as we can.
At the corner of Seminole and Apache,
And that's the key, to do the best you can with what you have.
it's a Cherokee getting all the attention.
We can't make it new, but we can make it clean.
This is a Cherokee unit. It's considered a travel trailer.
This 32-foot RV
I think we burned like 60 calories already.
is getting cleaned,
I think we need a mop. We don't have a mop here, do we?
repaired,
I wish I had more space.
and ready to welcome a new
The
family.
bass has to go.
The bass has to go.
One that's been living on the streets.
This is going to be like a penthouse to someone that has been living in, in the car.
And we have a family right now that's sleeping in their car. They park at the Winn-Dixie or the Publix parking lot. A family with 3 kids that sleep in their vehicle.
Brian Broadway and the crew from Find, Feed, Restore
It goes down.
have been turning donated trailers into transitional housing.
It's going away.
They accept donations of travel trailers, then fix them up
And I got a bass
so
replacement.
a homeless family can live
Can you
here.
hang this up over the thing?
Until they get back on their feet, rent and utilities are taken care of.
You can have a family of 6 here for less than $420 a month, and that includes water, electric, and everything.
Okay, you guys want to see my home for the past 2 years off and on?
A family like the Croctons.
This is her. It's our Buick Terraza.
Lakia, her husband Canel, and their 2 kids pile into this minivan every night.
4 people, 4 plus-size people in this car. This bad girl right here.
Crocton says an illness made her unable to work.
We had to store all of our clothes in our car.
Suddenly, their 2-income family had been cut in half. It was only a matter of time before the bills added up.
We were just further and further behind.
That's when this Buick became their only
A
option.
lot of people are probably one illness away, so.
So this mobile home
Oh, and I love the balloons.
is doing its part
Yeah, she got balloons.
You guys are amazing.
She got balloons.
for a family who desperately needs a solid foundation
It's the way we're supposed to be, We're supposed to help each other.
and a place to spread out.
I believe that God is going to bless this home. He's going to bless the home and everybody in it. Bye, car! We actually are not going to sleep in our car again tonight.
Wow.
Good stuff, right? So Find, Feed, and Restore owns those RVs, and once a family like the Croctons get on their feet and they can afford to move out, they say they'll get it ready for the next family. Broadway says he sees this as a model that can be replicated in other cities across the country.
And the need is so huge. Orlando has one of the lowest rates in the country for affordable housing. That combined with some of the lowest incomes in the country, it really is a huge problem in our area.
Big problem, and they're trying to address it one family at a time, which you have to admire.
In 20 2011, Florida lawmakers passed House Bill 7209, allowing people to manufacture cottage food items from their home.
Well, today's Getting Results Award winner is doing just that. His New York-style bagels have attracted quite a following, and he's turning his business success into dough for charity.
I enjoy the, getting up super early in the morning. It's kind of quiet, nothing else is going on.
Every new day brings with it
I hand form all the bagels.
a chance for change.
This was never the plan.
Kurt Henderson knows that all too well.
I'm really a finance guy that's trying to figure out how to make a good bagel.
You'll often find him up before dawn.
I think I got up at 2:55, 5 minutes before the alarm went off at 3.
He's turning his dreams
I always wanted to open a shop
into a reality.
And my friends, God love them, tasted a lot of bad bagels.
With the help of friends and family, he started the Henderson Bagel Company out of his Claremont home.
We can bake 12 dozen an hour.
But he's also helping others along the way.
Yeah, so we give away all the money.
With every purchase, 100% of the profit goes to charity.
It's almost therapeutic.
Their slogan, little bagels, big impact.
I give you the option of choosing one of 3 nonprofits that people can give the money to.
So what does it take for a finance guy to give away all his profits?
Almost 5 years ago now. Was hit by a car on my bike on Sunday morning, and I probably should be dead.
Just like that.
I went to bed the night before one person, and then I woke up 6 hours later in the hospital, another person.
One of those mornings.
It changed everything.
And suddenly life had a new focus.
And then how does that play out? Well, then it comes the freedom to give. So what I do, because maybe I get tomorrow, maybe I don't. And I give because I was given life.
So with the sun up.
So it's a Sunday morning.
His future shining bright.
Downtown Claremont, the farmer's market.
And the bagels on display.
Fresh homemade bagels.
Henderson will tell you second chances are rare. But finding a good bagel in Central Florida.
Honestly, they're the best bagels we've ever bought.
Well, that just got a lot easier.
When you receive grace, it almost makes it.
That'll be $4.
So that if you really received it in your heart, gratitude goes forth.
Thank you guys very much. Have a good one.
Good luck not liking that man. You can order those bagels off the Henderson Bagel website. They also, as you saw, set up a booth there on Sundays at Claremont's Farmers Market. Henderson says opening a storefront could be on the horizon at some point. And let me tell you, I'm not a bagel guy. It's just bread to me. Those bagels are excellent. Some of the best I've ever eaten.
Yeah, well, you had him in the newsroom the other day. It's amazing he took something so bad that happened to him and turned it into something wonderful.
Just like that, one day changed his life. It's good stuff.
Well, most holidays come with traditions, and this past weekend, News 6 was invited to witness a unique Mother's Day celebration that is all about community.
Yeah, this week's Getting Results Award winner has thrown a Mother's Day gospel brunch every year for the last 15 years. It's free, and everyone in the community is invited. The host, 81-year-old Frank Brantley.
Good morning and welcome to the Brantley family annual Mother's Day brunch. Lord, you are good.
Legacy.
Been so good.
It's what we leave behind.
How you doing? I'm doing fine.
Not so much the material things.
And how about yourself? Nah, y'all gonna be on the news today.
How many people
I think it's a wonderful thing.
you touch.
What you want? I want to take a picture with you.
81-year-old Frank Brantley is making his mark with what's become a Mother's Day tradition of family.
How you doing?
Friends.
Say hey, Uncle Frank. Hello.
And food.
I serve cheese grits. I serve plain grits. I serve bacon.
They're the ingredients of a community gathering.
Anyone is always welcome.
With an open-door policy.
What's your name?
My name is Frank Brantley. I'm the one to do this.
My dad is the major contributor to this. He started this 15 years ago. It was a project that he started at his home, and now it's outgrown our home.
In fact, it's gotten so big.
How you doing there, gal?
It's now held in the community center. Brantley works the room.
Thank you for coming.
He keeps going and going like an Energizer battery.
His daughter calls him old
Puts
school.
his suit and his hat on.
I think that just means he says what's on his
I
mind.
had people say, where you getting the money from? We don't own nothing. Come on, go on. I don't want to go preaching, baby. Now, don't get me started.
You see, Brantley knows the importance of a mother.
I do this because God told me to do this, baby.
After his wife passed, He raised 5 children on his own.
He raised 5 kids by himself, and
I'm doing fine.
he's just, it's my dad. What can I say?
A dad who year after year
I serve hash brown,
has the recipe
I serve eggs, I serve biscuits,
for making mothers
and I thank y'all for coming.
feel special.
And there's a good Lord take care of me. This time another year, I hope to see all of y'all smiling face one more time.
Everybody has a great time. Everybody leaves inspired.
Now you just want to hug him, don't
Absolutely.
you got to be inspired by that. Brantley starts planning the brunch a year in advance. He pays for it by doing odd jobs. And everybody, by the way, gets a Mother's Day gift, including the ladies at News 6. He didn't want you to feel left out. This is for Ginger and Julie.
That is so sweet of him. And he works hard and comes up with all of the money to pay for all of this.
And I love the fact that he raised
gosh.
5 kids by himself.
Yeah, really
what
sweet.
A guy, right?
Yes, love him. Absolutely. We were all giving you a hard time. Can't believe you're honoring a man on Mother's Day.
I know, but now you get it,
He's definitely
right?
worth it, yeah.
All right. If you know somebody like Brantley, tell me about him or her. We get these ideas from you. So go to clickorlando.com/gettingresults, fill out a nomination form, and it goes right to my email inbox. So please do that.
A lot of moms feeling the love from him.
Oh, yeah.